All right, guys, how's it going today? This is Captain Energy. Today, we're going to continue our 808 construction. Last time, I showed you how to make the bass drum or the kick drum for your 808. If you haven't seen that, click here to watch that video now, or you'll have the opportunity to see it at the end of this video. Today, we're going to learn how to make a cool clap. Now, all of the devices we're making today and for this kit, I'm using basic devices to construct them. I'm trying to be sure that any version of Reason that you have, from the beginner version to the standard to the, the fully loaded pack with all the rack extensions, can create these sounds. Of course, if you have more plugins, we can do more with them later. But initially, these sounds will work with any version of Reason that you can purchase from Reason Studios. It may not work with some of the light ones that they're giving away. I haven't really looked at the contents of what are included in those, but I'm trying to be sure that what we have works across the board so everyone can use them. All right, so let's get started. All right, first, we want to go over to Utilities, and we're going to make a combinator for this one. The reason we're using a combinator is because combinators allow you to package effects or various sounds into one device instead of having them strewn about like, if you think of it like one of the cases you might buy at Guitar Center where you can screw your amplifier in and a couple effects units. It's like that kind of thing where they're all put together into a sort of their own device. If you're a regular Reason user, you probably understand that already. If you're new to Reason, that's what a combinator does. All right, so first, here we go. Brand new combinator. The two devices we're going to need here are, first, we're going to use a subtractor for the generator to create the sound. And we're also going to add an effects unit to this one. Now, the effects unit that we're going to use in this case is the Scream 4 Distortion. This comes with everything, like I said, and it's we're not going to use it like a distortion per se, the way you might think of distortion on a guitar or whatever. You'll see as we go along. No worries. First, both devices come with their built-in sound and a built-in set of effects going on down the bottom here. What we're going to do is we're going to reset both devices before we even begin. So we're starting with fresh devices. So go to the folder icon here on Subtractor, right click or command click on a Mac, and we're going to go down to reset device. Okay, you'll see that the dials changed here. And we're going to do that again right down here on the Scream 4. Go to the little folder, right click or command click on a Mac, and we're going to hit reset device. All right. And now if we play this, you've got this kind of just basic sound going through a little bit of distortion. Nothing really noticeable, nothing really incredible. No problem. But here we go. All right. So first we're going to start with tweaking the subtractor to give us a kind of clap sound. All right. First, we're going to start with the amp envelope. The amp envelope essentially controls how the sound plays through as far as the attack, if it starts off soft or hits hard, decay and sustain determine how the sound plays through the middle, and release is at the end of the sound if it gets released right away, so it just stops abruptly, chokes the sound out, or if it lets it play through and fade gently and how long. So first, what we want here is I've got these values that we've got on this right now are incorrect. So what we want to do is we want to change this to 32. This is your decay. And get that to 32 exactly. Use the shift key to get a little more precision here. There we go. The sustain is going to 0, as is the attack. So attack, decay, sustain. And now release, we want just a little bit of release. I think 10. Okay, we're already on 10. 10's perfect. That's where we want to be. All right. Now the oscillator, which is right here. The oscillators generate the sound. What we don't want is we don't want this synthesizer sound, because that's not what we're looking for. So let's turn it all the way to the right here. And if you try and key the sound, nothing will happen. That's because right now there are no tone generators turned on. Oscillator 1 and 2 are off. Oscillator 1 would be over here, turn this way to the left. In the middle is a blend of 1 and 2, and to the right is just 2, but 2 right here, as you can see, is turned off. Well, that's not a problem. What we're looking for is a clap sound, which is going to be based off of the noise generator. So I'm going to turn the noise generator on right here. And now we're going to do a couple adjustments here. What we want is just the noise generator. So I'm going to turn the noise generator on. Now if we play the sound, we've already got kind of a clap-like sound there. I'm just going to make a couple adjustments to give it a little more crispness. All right, so we're going to go over to filter, and we're going to take the cutoff filter, and we're going to crank that up to 96 about. This will sharpen up the sound just a little bit, and we're going to put the resonance at about 14. There we go. Now let's hear it. Basically, we've got a clap right there, even without doing anything to the scream at the bottom here. There's a couple little tweaks we can do to this to give it a little more of a clap-like sound. Okay, so let's go down here to scream. See, damage is already on, so that's good. We want to put damage control to about 70. It's at 62 right now. Now, of course, if you like the way it is right now, you're fine with that. You can feel free to, this is kind of a template. Don't consider this the rule. You know what I mean? Find what you like and make music with the sounds you want to make. I'm just trying to give you some guidance as to how I would do it, and, do your thing. All right, so we're already on overdrive, which is where I want to, what I want to use for a distortion effect. I'm going to set my parameter just a little higher to 113. Okay, right about there. That's 112, that's close enough. And I'm going to set my parameter 2 to 54. Now, when you see these parameters 1 and 2, depending what you have selected for your damage type right here, right now we're using overdrive, it tells you that 1 is tone, 2 is presence, and that changes depending on which type of damage you're using. Cutoff, all right, so go right over here, is turned off right now, but I'm going to turn that on, and we're going to give this just a little bit of cutoff. We'll put this about 10, and I'm going to take the mid down just a little bit to, we'll say negative 10, and then we're going to put high up to about 10 also. All right. And last but not least, we want to use the body here. The body will kind of give you something to play the sound through. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the resonance down to 2. All right. So we're not going to have a lot of resonance, but that's okay. All right, we're going to put the scale to 62. We're going to put the auto is already on 0. We're just going to leave that alone. And we're going to put the type on type B. These are all just some settings I liked. You can, again, like I said, don't take my word for it. Experiment. See what you like. And there's my clap. That's pretty much it. So hopefully this was helpful to you, and you've learned a little something. And if you have, do me a favor and click like, and maybe subscribe to the YouTube page so you'll see future videos. Also, don't forget to click the alerts button to know when the new ones drop. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. I'm happy to answer questions, and I would love to grow this page and really help you learn more about making music and sound design. The next video is going to be on hi-hats, and at that point we've pretty much got the 4 elements, or we will have the 4 elements that you need to make most dance tracks. Other drums, of course, can be thrown in, but you'll have your clap, your hi-hats, and your kick. So we'll be able to take those sounds and start to assemble a drum kit using Kong Drum Designer as the controller. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I hope everyone has a great day and everyone's doing fantastic out there. See you in the next one.